Cool. So we made our way over to the Cooler Master booth. We had a bit of a sort of overview of some of their product yesterday, but we couldn't unfortunately do a huge amount of recording in that. That being said, they do have some really cool stuff going on here, including like a VR sort of parachute simulator, and they've got some of their sort of cases, essentially sort of modded cases on display as well. But to kind of tell us a bit more about it, we've got Eric here from Cooler Master, who's going to run us through and sort of show us what's going on. So how are you today, Eric?
Good, doing good.
Okay, perfect. Where's the best place to start? What would you say is the kind of highlight of the sort of setup for you?
Well, obviously we've got, in the back here we've got this really popular parachuting experience, but we've got a lot of different interesting things in the booth going on with, different guys doing 3D printing and streaming and also VR, so I can take you around and just show you around.
Okay, so this looks pretty exciting. This is kind of like a VR sort of simulator going on behind us. Can you tell us a bit more about that?
Yeah, no problem. This is, we got Dylan Ho here, who's a developer from Taipei, and he has a team that built this program. It's called Lyra. And using the Leap Motion technology, they're able to develop this sort of like virtual music experience where you can see here right now, this woman is basically just not composing, but just kind of playing music in virtual reality. And there's a lot of things you can do with the program. You can actually move the notes around, and you can even arrange your own compositions and play them in this 3D world. So yeah, you just get a little taste of that.
I guess potentially a bit more intuitive. I mean, I've certainly seen in the past kind of like composing sort of elements built in sort of like PlayStations and stuff like that, like kind of like little games like that. But certainly to bring it into a virtual sort of realm seems like a really interesting way of kind of going.
Yeah, it's like you kind of think of it as like Dance Dance Revolution for VR and for music. Yeah.
Cool. No, it sounds really good fun. Okay. So yeah, we've sort of here at the Cooler Master booth, and we bumped into a good friend of ours, Adrian, who's going to kind of like run us through a bit more of what's kind of going on here. So how are you today?
Really? Yeah, I'm doing very well. A little bit fragile from yesterday, obviously. But yeah, at our booth, we're actually inviting the community to have a very, very full-on experience on how to power your passion. So we have VR going on our booth. We've got a VR parachute over on this side. We also have a VR experience with music as well. VR is something which we're really, really looking into. But not only VR, we're also looking at robotics. We've got, modders and streamers, and it's more of an experience. If you look around, every single stand is all about product, how product's driven this, driven that. But people forget. People remember an experience, and this is what we're trying to create. You see here the full parachute game in action. You're free falling. This is where the PC really, really powers everybody's passion in a very, very different way, and we want to be part of that community. So cool, Silas, I'm going to pass you back the mic and enjoy the rest of your day, bro.
Thank you very much, Adrian. So here we have something that we've sort of seen before. We kind of cruised past, and it kind of really blew our mind, essentially. This here is kind of like an automated master case, essentially, which has been built to kind of transform and sort of open up by itself. And we've got Luke here, and he is part of the team that kind of put it together. So can you tell us a bit more about the design process and the construction process?
Yeah, for sure. We are part of the robotics team that's right next to us, and we had some problems with our master case with cooling. So we thought about let's make a master case that can open automatically. So what you have is the top cover and the front cover, you can open them. So now it's not in the program, but you can open them like this. Yeah, it's out, yeah, like this. So you have some more airflow through the case. And if you want to add some components or replace some components, you can just open the front panel, so you have access to the complete case, and you don't need to screw all the panels off. Yeah. So that's the reason why we built it, and we bought it to computex to show off.
Yeah, a bit of an elaborate solution to kind of just essentially removing thumb screws, I guess, but looks really cool when it does it. No, it's a fantastic piece of kit. Hopefully we'll see these available for retail at some point. A pretty unconventional booth here at Computex. We've seen lots of people kind of showing off their product, and for Cooler Master that doesn't really seem to be the sort of be-all and end-all, essentially. They're kind of covering like a broad scope of kind of like homebrew and sort of like self-made elements, which are actually, to me, a bit more exciting, I'd say, than some of the sort of show-off elements of just like, here's our graphics card. That being said, really exciting stuff happening, and hope you guys have kind of enjoyed it. And yeah, I guess this is it from the Cooler Master booth, but we hope to be seeing a lot more of this stuff in the future.